Naked mole rat is
For
nice.
who? But then who's you? Or what would you be?
He's just a cat. He's just like a very big cat.
He's a dog.
Yeah,
He's
but
a thick cat. No, remember he was the
Full of-
Kool-Aid Man.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Mr. Hughes Kool-Aid Man.
Who's answering it?
Well, Maze is like one of those naked cats because he has no hair.
No, okay, so
Yeah.
Mr. Vincent is like that lizard that vibrates to bury itself in the sand.
I think Mr. Vincent's like killer whale, something majestic and won't bother you.
Killer whale.
Killer whale.
No!
That's offensive. They're called
No,
orcas.
but they're like.
Vincent is an ape.
You're an ape.
Mr. U would definitely be a praying mantis, and Mr. Maze is a dolphin.
Mr. Vincent?
Mr. Vincent.
Oh.
I'd say Mr. Maze is like a porcupine because he's kind of prickly.
I feel like Mr. U would be a panda.
I think Mr. Maze would be an ostrich.
Wait, what kind of animal likes bread? Because Vincent's always eating bread in his
Oh,
office.
true.
A
duck.
pigeon.
A duck. Wait, I feel like a duck is perfect.
Yeah, Vincent's a duck.
But
Because that like the hand thing he does whenever he like walks up to us, I feel like
And he always
What
waddles
hand
when he
thing?
he like
walks.
waddles up.
He
But
waddles
like
when he
thing
walks.
where he's like-
ducks, stock
But like his-
ducks, or like
Like the ugly ducks or the pretty ducks?
Whoa.
Well, I mean,
Nah, Vincent's a pretty
that
duck.
should be an obvious answer.
Vincent's
That's
a pretty
obvious.
duck.
I think Mr. U's the animal best described Mr. U is a calf.
Oh, is that a pun?
Oh, is that a pun?
Yeah,
Not
that is a
a
pun.
That's a play on
It
words.
was not meant to be funny. It was a serious answer. Okay, so who's Mr. Vincent?
Why is Harris just staring at the camera?
I guess my favorite band memory was when Zach Hines.
No, my favorite band memory is actually Reynolds dabbing freshman year. That's my favorite memory. That was absolutely amazing. Because we were on the Chicago trip and everybody was we were on the boat where we had dinner. And everybody was kind of situated around this big dance floor and they were taking a picture of like all of the chaperones and adults that were there. And so Reynolds was up there and my table was just sitting there yelling, "Reynolds, dab! Reynolds!" And then just he hits us and just
I think I got a picture of that.
No, we didn't get a picture of that. They went up after that happened. They went up and asked him, "Hey Reynolds, could you dab for us again so we can get a picture?" And he's just sitting there in the picture like this. Just
Well, when we found out that we made state, like I looked back and immediately like the first person I saw was you and you were already crying.
It's when Caleb first made the show. And, like he came in.
It was during a stadium rehearsal, and we were having a full run at the end. So whenever we were doing the full run, in the first movement, this man was going back, and he misses like
He destroyed
15
both of our
dots.
spots. He just like ran over both of us.
No, he didn't. Like, I mean, I was after him, but because he missed his dot, it threw everyone else behind him off. So we were like jazz running to get to our spot. There you go. There's your memory.
Yes.
My favorite moment in band was meeting Harrison. I remember.
Oh my god.
Sweet.
It was during freshman like pit camp or whatever, and he walked out with Nick and Kyle, and I was like, "Hey, he's kind of cute," and I thought he was too good for me. But look at us now. 3 years, 4 months, and something days later.
5 days.
That was
New Year's Eve.
That was since freshman year to New Year's Eve. It's easy to keep track.
That was far too specific.
Alright, so freshman year at State Soul and Ensemble, me and Brian Castro had some time to kill. So that was when like the bottle flipping trend had just become a thing. So we spent like 30 minutes outside trying to sync up this one song, The Buzz, with me like flipping the bottle. And I hit it one time, and y'all should play the video, but I hit it and I started going crazy. I did all these stupid dance moves.
My favorite show was The Art of Music, and
It's probably my favorite because I just remember at our last run, just feeling like really amazing after performing, and everyone was like really happy with what we got done. And even though we didn't make state, it was still like a good feeling that we did stuff.
I still think the consensus is
The
this year for us.
$1.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
consensus
it's
is
this year.
It's this year,
But for
but
me,
this was
for meme potential, it's definitely What Lies Beneath.
Divergent, because it was the best one, and score is the only thing that matters.
Big facts.
I always liked fishing shows.
I would just say Divergent, just because on my own we just did it really well.
Not make them.
State. I mean, I didn't think it was. I don't have a specific one.
Mine was What Lies Beneath. It was like traumatizing, but it was fun after.
What Lies Beneath?
On 3?
All right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. What Lies Beneath?
We had Art of Music and Divergent.
Yeah,
Are the
look it
only ones
up.
that matter.
Wait, look what?
Art of Music.
You want the gum? Why?
No. I just needed like it's fun. I can't remember it though, but it was fun.
Jenny, say it again. Thank you.
Oh,
What?
Art of Music.
Oh, that was your favorite?
Why?
It sounds nice, but I can't remember anything. I'm sorry.
What did you need me to do that for?
Oh,
Just to be weird on camera?
No, that's not gonna be on.
Yeah, probably will.
Do good.
Just be nice, you know? Just don't be weird.
Practice.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
My advice is be yourself. Don't if you receive negativity, don't listen to them. All right? Because in the end, you're the person who's making the calls on your life.
It doesn't matter how long you practice. If you don't practice like well, it's not gonna pay off.
Don't be shy. Just do whatever you want, and people will love you for it.
That is true, Jerry.
Don't quit immediately. Like me.
Wait a couple days.
I would say some advice would be to find a great group of friends, because during marching season you have a lot of downtime, like during competitions, games, and if you just have a great group of friends, you can like make anything fun, even whenever you are not having fun.
I guess my advice would be, since band takes up so much of your time in high school, just make it worth your while, because if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, you're gonna spend at least like 1 year not having fun in anything. But try to find the good things in it and you'll enjoy it for the rest of your high school.
Don't get a job.
Yeah. If you value
Don't say that because then parents.
Okay, cut that out. Don't. Wear a tank top so you don't get a really awkward farmer's tan, and wear lots of sunscreen.
Wear a tank top so you can look extra big for every marching rehearsal.
It might seem monotonous at first, but I guarantee you, like if you just like work, then it really will be worth it. Especially since like you're working hard, but like achieving a goal with like your friends, like it's a really good feeling.
Work hard.
Or don't. You'll still
Fine. Fine.
Oh, hey, correction. If you're in the woodwind section, you better work hard. If you're in the brass section, just chill. Like, you'll still be in Wind Symphony.
I have advice.
No one.
Wow.
No, actually, you said that this would happen with the. Oh, I'm in Wind Symphony all 4 years. Grace Simeg, perfect. But continue.
No, I was just gonna say, find good people to be friends with.
Aww. Thank you, Grace. I retract my previous statement.
I'm not talking about y'all.
Yeah, I think she's like regretting a mistake.
Yeah. No, I'm joking.
Hey,
But,
who else you got?
Honestly.
Akash?
Honestly, it's.
The directors, they're not the same as they were freshman year.
Oh,
sorry. Let's see. The Amelie dance. That was a pretty cool thing that Mr. Mays no longer allows.
It's in a year to all of a sudden a full, like, 3 months full of junk. Like, junk. That's what the marketing is. It's just junk. It's all filler. That's.
It's all filler to the end.
The state I
my
live
gosh.
in.
What'd you say?
The state
The
I
state
live
you
in.
live
Hold
in.
on, let me get a marker real quick. I need to.
Wait, is this bad? Grant, no one cares about Georgia.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, Georgia doesn't exist.
I'll be right back.
No, you're not.
Stop! Alright, back to my point. I feel like a diagram is required.
No,
to,
Grant,
to
you
explain
changed your
this
stage,
fully,
so what?
To explain this fully.
No one
So you
cares
got-
about Georgia. No one cares about.
No, no, I need to. This is important.
No one cares about Georgia.
Freshman,
No.
senior, Grant.
You don't know how to spell Georgia.
As an outsider, I think like just watching What Lies Beneath till like Divergent, like the progression is unreal.
The progress?
Yeah.
There you go.
We really came in here and did
Thank you.
that.
Got you, buddy.
Yeah, I think we cared a lot more.
Because we got rid of the sucky senior.
We lost Mr. Reynolds. We got Mr. Vincent.
Directors.
Yes! We only got one left.
Oh, the culture. Oh my god, it was so much different when we were freshmen.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like the senior class when we were freshmen was wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were always like partying in the stands, doing some whack stuff in and outside of bands, like, and they were like so different. Like now it's just like a bunch of kids who want to work hard and like do well and stuff. Like, like back when we were freshmen, people like knew the concept of having fun.
Corey, you wanna?
No, don't explain it. We'll just say Kari, giggle, and then that's it.
I think
I have a funny thing because like,
It's definitely when a
watching
beer
Lily
ran
pick
over
me
the
up
food.
because I wasn't.
Oh
moving.
my god!
It-
Please tell
it's-
me a beer story.
It's definitely.
Oh,
Yes,
part is
yes,
definitely-
yes.
Oh, he ran into the panel of Mellows. I was in the panel of Mellows. I was in the panel.
When was that? Was that during a
Freshman
rehearsal?
year.
Yeah,
It was
I
freshman
know.
year during
It
a
was
football
after a
game.
football
Straight
game.
Jesuit game. I remember.
Yeah, it was after the
Oh my
football
God.
game. We were doing a run after the show, and a beer who was one of the panels just like ran over the entire French horn section.
Well, no, okay, so
No,
I
it
was
even got
there.
better, though,
No, okay, so I was there. So Brittany was at like the corner of the pod, like where the panel was going, where it was hitting, and Brittany's like, "Dude, stop!" And he goes, "Oh, I just think keeps hitting the pod with the panel."
Yeah, Alright, so in paneling. Oh, we're getting Alright, so in this, what he explained to me had happened was because it was really windy that day, when he ran into resistance, he thought it was the wind.
Yes, I remember this.
He just kept going.
And, no, because I distinctly remember hearing Brittany go, "Stop! You're hitting me! Stop!" And we're all like, "What are you doing?" And Trent gets up and like tries to push him away or something. I can't remember what happened, but.
So during BOA Conroe, we had these huge panels, and there was this one kid just sat on the 50.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, that one. And our drum major at the time,
couldn't
Emma
tell
Johnson, she could not see past it, right?
Oh, God,
And
that
so
was
the
bad.
entire brass section at the back just could not.
And the woodwinds.
No, she was just stood there like this, and then we heard like part of the band just going.
We were like,
and
oh.
she still would not move, and we're just like. And so what ends up happening is the guy next to me, Fortune, this giant guy, right? So he just grabs the back of my uniform, picks me up, and it brings me along.
Oh no.
Because he realizes what is happening. He's just.
Oh no.
So Emma couldn't look to the right. We're talking from the backfield perspective. You're facing this way. She couldn't look to the right towards Kieran because there was a panel.
Another panel.
Yeah, there was another panel that way,
Panel.
and she couldn't look left.
Because she didn't.
Like it's like because she did. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, there was another panel on the left side too, so she was kind of just stranded.
Uh-oh.
But I'm certain about the one on the right. I'm not certain about the one on the left.
Dude, when he tried leaving rehearsal.
Exactly.
Yeah, he tried like leaving rehearsal when like no one dismissed us. And he tried leaving rehearsal. So the director's like, "Hey, where are you leaving rehearsal?" Like they were shouting to each other. And then Gus tried arguing why he like should relieve rehearsal early. He was like, "No," and he like kept trying to wait for like to argue back, but
Is there a pod who
On the form of the question.
pod who questions time? Without the
Oh, you
Nah, I
can't
think
bring
that's
that
a-
up.
Bring that up.
Is it too recent?
You don't remember?
Guys, it's too recent.
No, yeah, but you gotta explain.
Explain to the camera.
Oh, right.
Like, not everyone in the audience.
Okay, so
What
we
happened?
have pods in our marching band, right? You know, these pink little
his
pod
pod
thingies?
broke, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what happens is this pod guy, so
Little
he's
pink
marching the pod, right? His pod breaks, so he's like, all right, let me escort my fine pod out of the field, right? So he escorts it out.
Smart kid.
But he figured, I'm a member of the Seven Links band.
Oh, yeah, he
And
is.
he marches right back in.
There you go.
And he takes that dot. He runs in there.
We were rehearsing a set.
Please.
And Mr. Yu's like, I need tenors to be softer. And then Manny's like, okay, guys, don't play it all this time. And so we did that set. And then Manny was like, Mr. Yu, is that better? He's like, yeah, that's a lot better. Guys, don't play
We also tenor sax is very cool.
What type of animal are each of the directors?
Mr. Maze is a naked mole rat.
I photoshopped something yesterday.
Mr. Yu is a...
God, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. So yeah, that's that. Mr. Yu is some sort of like bear or...
Just say panda. Like...
Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, I'll take it.
Vincent, it's kind of like I don't know. He reminds me of like Simba from The Lion King, but without the greatness part. Like just like because he's not here yet. He's not the before like cub version. Yeah. Yes.
I would high five Mr. Yu because he gives out solid, stellar high fives. It's a lot of resonance in his hand. It's amazing. I guess I'm gonna marry Mr. CS because
Oh, I made it. I made the cut. Let's go.
he's got good style. I could probably steal off his wardrobe a little bit, and then I'm gonna have to kill Mr. Maze. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'm 41. I'm old.
Well, there are 3 scenarios, and you have to choose to high five one of them, marry one of them, and kill one of them. The other 2
We
answers.
will not reveal Mr. Vincent's answer just yet.
Okay, well, I cannot marry you. You would drive me crazy. So, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Now you understand my answer.
I'm gonna high five this one right here. Aww.
Light a candle, draw a bath, and get ready to sink into a tub of feelings that are as warm as a summer rain.
True love waits.
I'd high five Maze, kill him.
Everyone's
And then
gonna
marry
marry me. Yes, I'm dead.
And I'm
Okay. Yeah, I can only choose one. All of my suitors. I think I would kill Mr. Yu.
All right.
I would high five Mr. Vincent. And I would marry Mr. Mace. True love.
He's just doing it for the job.
Dang, man.
You took my horn away from me and you played my part and you said I haven't played in 10 years and I still
Let's see. That was, I don't remember what it was. Oh, you destroyed Caleb.
What was this?
Crap.
Our sophomore year.
Yeah, he messed something up and he's like, oh, my bad. My bad! If you had to pick your least favorite show from the last 4 years, why is it What Lies Beneath?
Man.
Good segue. What's the next show?
It's Jazz Latin. Did you not see the pyramid outside? Like it's
Wait,
it's
that's
very
from us?
obvious.
What's the pyramid outside?
It's the pyramid. Oh my god.
We
The
all
show
look
is
for it.
called B is for Triangle. It's trying to challenge your perception of reality. It's going to be a really, really cool show.
And this is why I would have to kill him.
all instruments are going to be only woodwinds. Getting rid of the brass line.
Absolutely.
We figured it would be for the best.
To be good people, to be kind to each other, be nice to each other, and support each other, because it's can be hard and difficult when you get outside of these walls.
No matter how hard you work, you're going to make mistakes. Some of them big, some of them small. You got to remember that's human. Pick yourself up after those mistakes and don't stress the little things. Most people in life are more concerned with themselves than you. So when you make mistakes, believe me, most people didn't notice.
Anyway, beautiful moment, good take, but also this.
It's like from Men in Black 2.
That's awful.